Immediate release, emergency alert for Dr. Ebya Besigye, collapse in state custody and remain in ICU. An urgent call to halt the cruel state-sanctioned expansion of Dr. Ebya Besigye and Erias Lukwago by the Museveni-Muhoozi regime. July 30th, Legal Defense Network, Regional Bar Association, International Human Rights, watchdogs, civil societies actors, and human rights defenders worldwide issue this alert on the systematically physical destruction of Dr. Ebya Besigye and his legal counsel by the regime of Yoweri Museveni and Chief of Defense Force, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. The crisis reaches as Scottsfield tips pointed yesterday, July 29th, when 70-years-old Dr. Ebya Besigye collapsed into a state of unconsciousness inside a forfeit cage at a high court in Kampala. Eyewitness, a legal account described a shocking, frail state of deterioration, with Dr. Besigye exhibiting yellowing eyes, labored breathing, and gasping for air. He is currently fighting for his life under hostile military guard in the ICU at Mulango National Referral Hospital. Simultaneously, his co-counsel and People Front for Freedom leaders Erias Lukwago is trapped in critical condition at Luzira prison, where the state is actively denied him special life-saving medical evacuation to India despite official warning from national referral doctors that his life is in imminent danger. The international community must recognize this pattern. The Museveni-Muhoozi junta is utilizing weaponized medical neglect and administrative torture to eliminate its critics.
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Forward with organizing, forward!
Forward!
Forward with borderless Africa, forward!
Forward!
Forward with borderless Africa, forward!
Forward!
My name is Mark Amiani, the National Organizing Secretary for Kongamano la Mapinduzi, which is a political movement and is in solidarity with all the political prisoners in Uganda. The case of Ebya Besigye, transnational kidnapping and illegal extradition. The current life-threatening hospitalization of Dr. Ebya Besigye is the direct result of lawless cross-border security operation executed in absolute violation of territorial sovereignty and international law. The illegal abduction from Nairobi on November 16, 2024, Dr. Besigye was unlawfully seized from an apartment in Riverside suburb of Nairobi, Kenya, by armed operatives acting in collusion with Uganda security elements. He was held incommunicado, denied access to legal counsel or his family, and secretly spirited across the border. Flagrant violation of extradition treaties. The regime bypassed all established legal, judicial, and diplomatic protocols governing international extraditions between Kenya and Uganda. No formal extradition requests were filed. No judicial hearings were held in Kenyan courts, and no deportation orders were legally processed. Hereby we ask the Kenyan government, what were you trying to do with Dr. Ebya Besigye? Why were you part of this abduction? And why did you allow to be part of this abduction? A dangerous regional precedent. The continued detention of Dr. Besigye, therefore, cannot be viewed in isolation. Comrades, the continued detention of Dr. Besigye, therefore, cannot be viewed in isolation. His unlawful cross-border rendition, prolonged detention, deteriorating health, and continued prosecution, despite mounting challenges to the state's own evidence, collectively point to an escalating assault on due processes, judicial independence, and the rule of law. This lawless cross-border rendition constitutes a state-sponsored kidnapping on sovereign foreign soil, the same way we witnessed Comrade Boniface Mwangi when he was abducted in Tanzania. And Bob Njagi and Nicholas Toyo who were abducted in Uganda twice. By transforming neighboring territories into hunting grounds for political dissidents, the Museveni-Muhoozi apparatus has directly undermined regional stability. Comrades, the Museveni-Muhoozi and the Suluhu and the Ruto apparatus has directly undermined regional stability and violated the principle of non-refoulement under international refugee and human rights law. Viva fighters, viva! Viva! Viva fighters, viva!
Viva! Viva Kenyans, viva!
Viva!
Viva Uganda, viva!
Viva!
Free Besigye, free Besigye!
Free Besigye!
Free Erias Lukwago!
Free Erias Lukwago!
So my names are Julius Kamau Kimani, human rights defender, and we are here because I feel bad, I feel sad about Uganda, about this case. It's so terrible, it should never have happened in the first place. And so I continue reading the statement. On 15th June, so I'm reading the case of Erias Lukwago, armed abduction, enforced disappearance, and basement torture. On 15th June 2026, heavily armed personnel reportedly belonging to the Special Forces Command of the Uganda People's Forces, UPDF, forcibly entered Mr. Lukwago's residence in the Wakariga neighborhood of Kampala and moved him without a warrant of explanation. And for more than 48 hours, his whereabouts remained unknown. General Muhoozi Kainerubaga, Chief of Defense Forces, is reported to have ordered the operation and subsequently published a series of posts on social media publicly claiming responsibility for Mr. Lukwago's capture, including photographs showing him blindfolded, stating that he had been taken to his basement and issuing explicit threats against his physical safety. Furthermore, Mr. Lukwago's family has reported that he was severely beaten and subjected to physical trauma while held entirely incommunicado. Thank you.
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Free Besigye, free!
Free!
More power to the people of Uganda, more power!
More power!
My name is Elisha Ochieng Alam, a human rights defender here in Kenya, and in solidarity with our brothers in Uganda, we are here to read this statement. The charge sheet of Dr. Kizza Besigye, an airtight indictment of state lawlessness. Beyond the humanitarian emergency, serious questions are now being raised about credibility and internal consistency of the prosecution on evidence. Recent defense analysis identify multiple contradictions within the state principal witness statements, including conflicting timelines concerning alleged meetings in Geneva, inconsistent accounts surrounding the alleged Kisumu event, and chronology that appears incompatible with public document event. These issues go directly to the liability of the prosecution's central narrative and reinforce the urgent need for independent judicial scrutiny before lives are irreparably lost in custody. As articulated by prominent legal defenders, including Advocate Isaac Christopher Lubogo, the Museveni-Muhoozi military apparatus has completely discarded the facade of constitutional state. The regime is operating in direct criminal violation of both domestic founding laws and international treaties. Defiance of APEC judicial power. The regime continued to hold Dr. Besigye in total defiance of the January 31st, 2025 Supreme Court of Uganda ruling, which explicitly ordered his release. This open executive defiance violates Article 126, Section 1 of the Constitution of Uganda, which affirms that judicial power is derived from the people. The continued detention, despite the Supreme Court ruling, coupled with growing questions surrounding the prosecution evidence, has further eroded the confidence in the independence and integrity of Uganda's justice system.